There's a lie almost every surgeon believes early in their career. Honestly, I believed it too. If I just work hard enough, if I just sacrifice enough, if I become excellent enough, medicine will eventually take care of me. I'm Dr. Tyler Goldberg. I'm an orthopedic surgeon who got tired of watching great surgeons work harder every year while becoming less valued by the system. So I built a different way to practice, one that restores leverage without abandoning patients or insurance. And that's what we talk about here at NAOCA. Medicine will eventually take care of me. That's the deal we think we signed. You give up your 20s, you delay gratification, you miss holidays, birthdays, dinners, you miss weekends, you grind it through medical school, you grind it through residency, and then most of us do a year of fellowship beyond that. And somewhere in the back of our mind, you believe one day this will all balance out. This will all be worth it. One day the sacrifice will make sense. But what nobody tells you is this: the system doesn't reward sacrifice. The system rewards production. And those are not the same thing. That realization hit me hard because for years I thought if I just became a better surgeon, everything else would take care of itself. Better outcomes, more efficiency, more experience, more mastery. But then I started noticing something strange. Every year I was producing more and somehow feeling less valued. The same surgeries, the same effort, the same responsibility, but my reimbursement kept shrinking. And the message was subtle, but it was oh so very clear. Do more. That's always the answer. Are your margins shrinking? You need to do more. Is your income dropping? Well, you need to do more. Is your practice overhead increasing? Well, you need to do more. Do you need to maintain your current lifestyle? Well, then it's easy. Do more. Everything in medicine becomes solved with volume. And eventually, you realize the system only really values your throughput. It doesn't value your craftsmanship or your judgment, not the thousands of hours it took to become exceptional. It just values your output. That's a hard realization for surgeons because we are craftsmen. We spent decades mastering something incredibly difficult. We trained ourselves to perform at the highest possible level under pressure. But over time, many of us quietly begin to feel commoditized. And we don't talk about it publicly because surgeons are tough. We rationalize it. We say to ourselves, it's still a great career. We're fortunate. We help people. And all of that is so true. But privately, a lot of surgeons, including me, were exhausted. Not exhausted from surgery itself, we're exhausted from the treadmill. We're exhausted from feeling like no matter how hard they work, they're slowly losing leverage every single year. And the scary point is this: most surgeons think this is just how medicine works now, that there's no alternative, that your only options are continuing to work harder, or eventually you become employed. So we keep our heads down, we keep producing, we keep hoping the next year will feel different. But for a lot of surgeons, it never does. Because the underlying problem isn't effort. Surgeons already know how to work hard. You don't have to teach us that. The problem is leverage. That was the realization that changed everything for me. I didn't need more volume. I needed another lever. And once I realized there were ways to redesign the practice model without abandoning insurance or abandoning patients, everything changed. My stress levels changed, my relationships changed, my energy changed. Even my relationship with surgery changed because for the first time in a long time, I no longer felt trapped. And I think there are a lot of surgeons out there right now who know the feeling of being trapped. They just haven't admitted it to themselves yet. And they're still telling themselves, if I just grind a little harder, eventually it'll work. But deep down, they know something is changing. Medicine is changing. Reimbursement is changing. Our autonomy is changing. And if surgeons don't begin creating leverage for themselves, the system will continue to extract more and more from you every year. This isn't about quitting medicine. It's not about abandoning your patients. And it's definitely not becoming anti-insurance. It's about recognizing that great surgeons should not have to destroy themselves physically and financially just to stay independent. That's why I built NAOCA, because I believe surgeons deserve another option. A model where you can still practice great medicine and still serve patients while finally regaining some control over your value and your future. Because the answer isn't necessarily more volume, the answer may be more leverage. And I think over the next decade, surgeons who understand that difference early are going to have far more autonomy, sustainability, and fulfillment than the ones who don't. If you're a surgeon who knows the system isn't working anymore, you're not crazy. You just need a different model. That's what we talk about here at NAOCA. If any of that hits a nerve, go to orthopedic-concierge.com and take the quiz. See if concierge medicine is right for you.